Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. So I guess it's about time we went on our suicide missions.
Are you ready, Commander?
I'm ready when you are, Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything foolish while I'm gone, Ash. And that goes for you too, Commander.
We'll be fine, LT.
Yeah, Good luck.
Is there something you wanted to say, Kaidan?
It's just weird going under someone else's command. I've got so used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry so much. We'll see you on the other side.
I know, I just wanted to say that it's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
Whatever happens, everyone just keep shooting. We go in hard, hit them harder, and we'll be the only damn thing that comes out the other side.
You bet, Commander.
Well, sure, that was the best advice.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glory in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The Silent Step, who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the Ever Alert, who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Rachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
Well, my speech was better than his speech. So we need to take Rex to keep an eye on him. And we need to take... we definitely need Tali to... If we have any chance of getting the bomb set up right, she's the best. That's what the game hinted at. And it hinted that Rex was going to go mad. So he's actually a bit better for our team setup than Ashley is as well. So we might miss them with a chance to consummate our... consummate our marriage. That's a little bit extreme. Not quite got to that point yet. But we'll go with this squad. You know what I mean? Might open up some interesting banter with Ashley.
Com check. Do you read me, Commander?
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
So maybe there is a chance to save this other team then. I've got to say, without spoilers...
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground. Lieutenant Alenko with Igor team. Manovai, Jayeto team, move.
Oops.
Time to get some
again.
attention.
I can't remember. Is there a zoom? So long since I had to zoom that I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure there is, but I can't remember the button. Let's just double check. No, that was... I know it's right mouse button to look down the scope. Knew that. Let's try that again. E. That's what I need.
Fire is coordinated on Monovi team. We can't reach the Geth turrets. They're out of range.
If you pulled him out the hole, I could kill him, everybody. Geth communications disabled, so we got Paragon points for that. But I'm not sure why even the most renegade
Perimeter
person would have
clear.
left them. I guess maybe because it helps the Solarians survive, maybe. But really, I don't want my own team to die either, do I? Still want Caden to live. He's a human for a start. Even if it was one of my other allies, I'd want them to live.
Something scrambled their targeting. We've got a shot. Lieutenant Alenko, take the heat off Manavai.
Shortcut or long cut? Maybe I'm better to do a big loop.
They're calling SAT strikes. JNO, watch for comm stations. Alenko, can you see anything?
All targets down.
I'm not sure that's true. I swear I saw one just then. Oh. Well, that wasn't a very interesting trip, was it? Yeah, now I'm back round the loop. Okay. Well, at least we killed 2 Geth. Oh. Maybe they just auto-spawn. That's kind of cheap. I'll just say, I'm not very impressed with that, if they are respawning. Not a lot of resistance, really, so far. And I swear that's a guy. Oh, no, it's a weapons locker. Did I miss something here? Haha, I did! Satellite uplink disrupted. Well, that was pure luck. Well, I'll go for
Aircraft heading to perimeter stations to recharge. Bunker up before they come back.
Spoiler alert, when I did this game before, whichever one I sent off died. But I don't know who it was. Oh, there's loads of stuff here. Let's go the long way, not that way, this way. Yeah, so before, but now I wonder how many of these things I missed the first time round. Because it was very easy to miss that satellite uplink. Geth fire's destroyed, so presumably you could have missed that as well. And there's 2 floors here. I wonder if there's something on both floors, so we'll try and scoot around the top, and then we'll have a lap around the bottom. Oh, there's definitely stuff up there. Right, this is where we started. Although I can't see why there'd be a Normandy or Salarian defeating army down underneath these rafters. Maybe there is. Maybe. Okay, well that was a dead end. I swear I heard some muttering. Right, this must be where I come from, yeah. Okay, so if I have missed it, I think I've just missed it, honestly. There's no clue. Yeah, refueling platforms, that's kind of a clue, isn't it? Don't know if I killed them at this platform or this platform. Probably this platform. Let's go upstairs and right. Oh, I haven't been up there yet. Well, I seemed to miss everything there, didn't I? I think the clipping isn't working here. And I think I might have missed. Yes, I did. And I know this is left, not right. Don't know why it didn't go to melee that time, but it didn't. Well, I think my vote is for respawning enemies here. Some of this stuff looks very Solarian killing-y. I think that building on the left is ultimately where we've got to go. Just to make sure, I'll do another loop. Yeah, this refueling platform is where we called the Geth Flyers. No sharks to worry about.
Air threat has not materialized. We may be getting some help from Shadow.
Ah, so that was a positive response. So we've done something right here. Maybe the other team really can survive.
Shadow team must be getting close. Hold the line, men. Hold the line.
Right, we'll just make sure there's nothing else outside. Journal entries. So you can come up on the downstairs here. Back door. Back door shady deals. Very interesting. Okay, so we've got two entrances, upstairs or downstairs. Seeing as that one has a green light nicely laid out for us, and the other one has a red light barring us, we'll go in the barred door. Music seems to be skipping a lot as well. Not sure why. Oh, maybe because the controls have gone wonky again.
Stay right here.
Sorry, I was just making sure the arrows hadn't gone wonky. I can't see what these indoctrinated are. Like what bipedal creature they are. They're just a shadow to me.
We've got access to base security. We can cut the alarms from here, maybe even trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear the guards out for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
No, we're going to try and keep the Solarian teams alive. I don't care about the Solarians, but I do care about Kaidan.
Just disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
Now is not the time!
That was a Solarian, I think. Did I miss that? Yes, I did. All crates, all empty. Looks like he's a Solarian in a military uniform.
What do you want? I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Slow down. I need to know where you came from.
Private Mano Savat of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, sir. Captured well on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, sir. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I'd have said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
What did they do to you, soldier?
Experiments, but I don't know what for. The effect of incessant whispering on my shortening temper? Who knows? I just need out.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
Yeah, you are right. No doubt you're right. But... I mean, I could just leave him here, but that doesn't benefit me. I'd rather let him out and then kill him.
Setting him free could endanger the mission.
No. No! I need to get out. This room is too small and it keeps talking, and I really want to get out of here and get some work done. I need to get out. Let me out.
I mean, the worst thing that happens is I have to kill him. He's not going to take the 3 of us. Let him out.
Set him free. He could help us.
Yes, sir. You'll find I am very good at following orders. I should be. I hear them over and over. Why are they repeated when they are so simple? So damn simple!
Oh, I didn't mean to let him out. That was an accident. Oh, I let all of them out. Oh dear. Oh well. A few more dead Solarians, that's fine. Too slow. That's over and it's over. The controls have gone wonky.
Give a little ground, Lieutenant. We don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
Right, that's where I come from. I don't know which way is best. To labs, to detention cells, or to lab. Which way do you think?
This place is an abomination. Saren's research must be destroyed.
I'm going to tear this whole place down.
Maybe this is a loop round. No, it can't be, because we saw that long corridor, didn't we? Oh, these must be more Solarians in here.
Well, you're not a Geth, and you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
The transmission wasn't clear. The fleet's not coming.
I see. Then you must be the infiltration team. I know the captain. He will want this facility destroyed. My team was altered, indoctrinated. He knew about the breeding grounds. But the indoctrination is a greater threat, and far more horrifying. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left. Others died during the experiments. I envy them.
Do you know anything about the experiments they were conducting?
They were studying indoctrination. Symptoms, progress. Saren uses it to control his people, but I don't think he fully understands it. I don't know much else. I just saw what it did to the others. Turned them into empty husks. I can't end up like that, please. Let me out.
I'm letting you out, but you'll just die.
I'm opening your cell, but then you're on your own.
Don't look back and hope to outrun the blast, A better chance than I had before you showed up. Thank you, human. And good luck. You'll need it.
Hopefully you won't go and kill the Solarian team.
These look docile. Their minds are gone.
No, this is no way to treat a prisoner. Kill them, sure, but to leave them like this.
Better to die than to live like this.
It's all we can do for them. The Solarians are counting on us, Shepard. We can't let them down.
That was all pretty sad. I made the right decision there, I think. Security office is probably not the way through the game. Back, run back, run back. Okay, so this is the floor above those holding cells. Well, that isn't what I was expecting, and I'm still not 100% sure what I'm trying to get to. This is pretty much the same map as I just had, isn't it? Well, I don't know which way is better to go. I don't know if it makes any difference. I don't know if it loops around. I can't see the floor above. What am I going to do? Let's go back to the junction. Then we'll call an end to the episode. So I really genuinely do not know which way is best for me to go. And thankfully, in what's a good bit of game design actually, the map doesn't ruin what's up ahead. So I guess I'll just have to make a decision, won't I? So I'm going to come here, I'm going to call it a day, come back where we'll go a bit further into the fort. As positive or negative electric current is passed through an FTL drive core, it acquires a static electrical charge. Drives can be operated an average of 50 hours before they reach charge saturation. This change is proportional to the magnitude of mass reduction. A heavier or faster ship reaches saturation more quickly. If the charge is allowed to build, the core will discharge into the hull of a ship. All ungrounded crew members are fried to a crisp, all electronic systems are burned out, and metal bulkheads may be melted and fused together. The safest way to discharge a core is to land on a planet and establish a connection to the ground, like a lightning rod. Larger vessels like dreadnoughts cannot land and must discharge into a planetary magnetic field. The ship passes the charge from the drive core to the exterior armoured hull, then dives into the magnetic field. As the hull discharges, sheets of lightning jump away into the field, creating beautiful auroral displays on the planet. The ship must retract its sensors and weapons while dumping charge to prevent damage, leaving it blind and helpless. Discharging at a moon with a weak magnetic field can take days. Discharging into the powerful field of a gas giant may require less than an hour. Deep space facilities such as the Citadel often have special discharge facilities available for visiting ships. Heat limits the length and intensity of ship-to-ship combat. Starships generate enormous heat when they fire high-energy weapons, perform manoeuvring burns, and run on board combat electronics. In combat, warships produce heat more quickly than they can disperse it. As heat builds within a vessel, the crewed spaces become increasingly uncomfortable. Before the heat reaches lethal levels, a ship must win or retreat by entering FTL. After an FTL run, the ship halts, shuts down non-essential systems, and activates the heat radiation gear. Combat endurance varies by ship design and by the battle's location. Battles in the deep cold of interstellar space can go on for some time. Engagements close to a star are brief. Since habitable worlds are usually close to a star, battles over them are frantic. Shells lofted by surface navies crash back to Earth when their acceleration is overwhelmed by gravity and air resistance. In space, a projectile has unlimited range. It will keep moving until it hits something. Practical gunnery range is determined by the velocity of the attacker's ordnance and the maneuverability of the target. Beyond a certain range, a small ship's ability to dodge trumps a large attacker's projectile speed. The longest ranged combat occurs between dreadnoughts, whose projectiles have the highest velocity but are the least maneuverable. The shortest range combat is between frigates, which have the slowest projectile velocities and highest maneuverability. Space combat general tactics. Opposing dreadnoughts open with a main gun artillery duel at extreme ranges of tens of thousands of kilometers. The fleets close, maintaining evasive lateral motion while keeping their bow guns facing the enemy. Fighters are launched and attempt to close to disrupt a torpedo range. Cautious admirals weaken the enemy with ranged fire and fighter strikes before committing to close action. Aggressive commanders advance so cruisers and frigates can engage. At long range, the main guns of cruisers become useful. Friendly interceptors engage enemy fighters until the attackers enter the range of ship-based Guardian fire. Dreadnoughts fire from the rear, screened by smaller ships. Commanders must decide whether to commit to a general melee or retreat into FTL. At medium range, ships can broadside guns. Fleets intermingle, and it becomes difficult to retreat in order. Ships with damaged kinetic barriers are vulnerable to Wolfgate frigate flotillas that speed through the battle space. Only fighters and frigates enter close knife fight ranges of 10 or fewer kilometers. Fighters loose their disruptor torpedoes, bringing down a ship's kinetic barriers and allowing it to be swarmed by frigates. Guardian lasers become viable weapons, swatting down fighters and boiling away warship armor. Neither dreadnoughts nor cruisers can use their main guns at close range. Laying the bow on a moving target becomes impossible. Superheated thruster exhaust becomes a hazard. Cabins give each individual 10 cubic meters of space. On larger vessels, private rooms are common. As ships get smaller, the number of crew packed into a single wardroom increases. Asari prefer shared spaces even on large vessels, while Krogan territorial instincts make it impossible for them to cohabitate even on the smallest ships. On smaller vessels, hot bunking is the norm. Crew members assigned to different watches share the same bunk. When one gets off duty, he wakes up the person in the bunk. While that crewman is on duty, the first gets his rack time. Spacecraft compartments can be isolated by airtight doors in case of decompression. The cinematic vision of explosive decompression is a fiction. Hold compartments either take enough damage that occupants are killed instantly, or leak slowly enough that they are able to reach protective gear. Compartments are equipped with emergency life support apparatus, fireproof plastic bubbles with air bottles. Small when stowed, ELSA comfortably accommodate one individual inflated. Damage control procedure cuts off ventilation to burning compartments. Without oxygen to consume, fires die in seconds. The compartment is repressurized afterwards for crew recovery. Mass effect fields create an artificial gravity, AGRAV, plane below the decks, preventing muscle atrophy and bone loss in 0G. Large vessels arrange their decks perpendicular to their thrust axis. The highest decks are at the bow, and the lowest are at the engines. This allows AGRAV to work with the inertial effects of thrust. Ships that can land arrange their decks laterally so the crew can move about while the vessel is on the ground. Warships normally turn off their AGRAV systems during combat, reducing the heat generated by systems and increasing combat endurance. To provide a point of reference for navigating in 0G, floors are painted a different colour from the walls and ceiling.